guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. So I know I said that I was going to upload more regularly, but let me tell you, 2018 was very crazy. So many unexpected things happened, and it was just a journey of self-love and self-growth. And with that, I mean, more paranormal experiences happened, so that's a good thing for you guys, but kind of a bad thing for me because who likes to go through that? Yeah, 2018 was really crazy. I am a college student, so that was that, and I had a really tough semester. The holidays were hectic as can be. I went through a breakup, and that was really tough. I have never come out of something so difficult yet so positive, so that motivated me to get back on my YouTube channel, to do some amazing things. I went to California a bunch of times, just for myself, not even for like a partner or anything. I just went to have fun. It was amazing. It was nice. It was lovely. I've just been meeting so many new people, and I've rekindled relationships I never thought that I could, or I've forgiven people that I thought I would always have bad blood with. So with that, one of my New Year's resolutions is to be more active on this channel, because I keep getting so many people always asking me, hey Alex, like when are you gonna upload more? So this is for you guys. Thank you so much. With that, I think that it's only appropriate to update all of you guys on some paranormal experiences that have been happening right here in this house. I think that I've briefly gotten on this subject before, where I don't think my house is haunted, but I truly believe that sometimes I'll be out and about with some friends and things might attach themselves to me and make themselves known here in the house. And usually it's my sister, my dad, and I who experience these things. Wow, how being bilingual. Whew. But with that being said, I truly believe that there's just wandering spirits around my house, and it is known, especially amongst my friends, that hang around me long enough, you will experience these things too. And like I said, I've been making a lot of new friends lately. And my best friend of all, his name is David. And David has experienced quite a bit of paranormal experiences with me. And so he tells people all the time, like, Alex literally has a gift or something like wrong with her because ghosts are always around her. And of course people are like, you guys sound crazy. But of course they always end up realizing and knowing what we mean by that. I'm sorry, I need a drink. I got a drink. I don't know if you guys have Dutch Bros where you guys are at, but it's like Starbucks, but honestly a little better. But I don't know, just in case you guys do, they have white coffee there, which is apparently more caffeinated. So I always get their cookie white coffee breve with whipped cream and cinnamon and nutmeg in it. That was a mouthful. So let me tell you guys about the first paranormal experience. So I always happen to come across like female energies, which I don't know why, but that's just how it is. So I wrote it down in my notes because I am a professional like that. Okay. Okay, so one of my new friends, let's name him Edward. So Edward is one of my new friends, and I've been hanging around him a lot because he just gives me really good energy, and him and I really hit it off. We're complete opposites, but you know, he's a Scorpio, I'm a Taurus. Like, I really don't like Scorpios, but he kind of proved me wrong right there. He is very artistic in his own way, and he's his own individual. And what I mean by that is he has a certain look that you're drawn to. And my best friend David, he's a photographer, and David loves experimenting with his photo shoots, and he loves to have like chill photo shoots. And so David was like, hey, let's have a little photo shoot. So David, Edward, and I went out to get some really good Thai food that night. We were all chilling, we were having a good time, and then we decided like, hey, let's just go over back to my house and do our photo shoot. So when we got here, it was just the two boys and I. My parents were out somewhere, and my sister was in Missouri at the time. So what's that one guy's name that like he's really hot and he was in Fantastic Beasts and he like is a fashion icon and wears amazing makeup? What's his name? He's hot. He wears high heels. I hope the camera picked that up. I heard like a weird noise downstairs. Oh my god. I know it's not my dogs and I know it's not my bunny. Oh my god. This is why I don't like talking about these things, because they happen. What's that guy's name? I know it. Ezra Miller, him. So David told me to do makeup on Edward and said go for like an Ezra Miller type of like atmosphere type of look, you know, with the eyeshadow. And I was like, yeah, I can do that. And so we were having fun, you know, doing what teenagers do. Oh my god, I'm not a teenager, I'm 20. You know, doing what young people do. And David went downstairs to get some water. So it was just Edward and I upstairs in my room. And I'm doing his makeup, doing touch-ups, and out of nowhere, those are my dogs. Out of nowhere, I hear my mom yell my name. And I was like, I got all quiet and Edward's like, what? And I'm like, is my mom home? I just heard my mom yell my name. And I kind of freaked out because my mom, don't get me wrong, but she's the type of woman where like, she knew the boys were over, but she likes to give me a hard time in front of my friends. I don't know if it's just like a Mexican thing, but she's that type of woman, you know? So I start going downstairs, and as I'm going downstairs, David is coming upstairs and he's like, Alex, I just heard your mom like yell my name. And we look at each other and we're like, shut up, and we start freaking out. And I was like, I heard it like a few seconds ago. And David's like, I heard it a few seconds ago. I'm like, but it said my name. He's like, no, but it said my name. And I was like, yeah, it sounded like my mom, but something was off. And Edward didn't hear anything. He was like, what are you guys talking about? I didn't hear. Oh, sorry, I cussed. He's like, I didn't hear anything. And so we're just like joking with Edward, like, oh, soon enough, you'll hear, like, just hang around me long enough and they'll make themselves known to you. So that was one thing that just happened like a week or two ago, which was really creepy. The second thing that happened was Edward had visited me, and I was walking him down to the front door, because every time my friends visit me, like, I walk them to the door and say bye. And I was walking him down, and his back was to the rest of my house when he was saying goodbye to me in the doorway. So I was just like, oh, bye. And I could see the kitchen behind him, and I swear, I saw, like, for a few seconds, it happened so quickly. I saw, like, this, like, dark gray blackish shadow of like a woman, and I knew she was kind of like blonde, and like I knew she was looking at us, and then my eyes widened and I could just feel my body drain. And in my head I'm telling myself, don't say anything, don't scare Edward, because he doesn't really believe in that stuff. He does not, but he says he wants to. I don't know. So Edward gets, he senses the vibe, and he looks at me and he's like, and when he looks at me, he gets a shiver in his whole body, and he literally physically went, like, I hope I don't look too dumb doing that, but he went, and he's like, oh, I just got a shiver, and I'm all quiet, because I'm like, oh my god, like, the moment I saw that, he did that with his body, like, he feels the energy, he feels the presence, and so I'm just quiet, and he's like, what? And then he looks behind himself, and of course, nothing's there, but a few seconds before, I had seen that woman. So he's all quiet, and he's like, what? What'd you see? And I was like, nothing. And he's like, stop, like, you're scaring me. And I told him, like, don't be scared, like, the spirits won't do anything to you. And he's looking at me like I'm crazy. But, I mean, if you're gonna hang around me, like, you gotta know that they're just around too, you know? And so he left right after that. And so, Edward, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but yeah, there was a woman behind you. I just didn't want to say anything. Last but not least, the most recent thing that happened, I also put it in my phone. You would think because these are ghost stories, like, I would remember them, but this is just like a part of my everyday life that I forget. Honestly, I forget, because it happens so much. I didn't put it in my notes, but if you hang around me long enough, like, you'll sense things and like see things too. And I was dating this one guy. I think I named him, I forgot what I named him, but he was the one that him and I woke up at the same exact time, and we saw that like Victorian lady after we came home from Disneyland. Yeah, it was that ex-boyfriend. So I forgot what I called him. Let's just call him Charlie in this. So Charlie, one time he was taking a shower and I was in his room and I was folding his like clothes, and out of nowhere I saw in my head this like old man in like, not a walker, he was like in a walker, and I saw him in the doorway for like a brief second, but like I didn't physically see him, but I could see him in my head, if that makes sense. And in like a groggly voice, this old man said hiya, like in a southern accent, like greeting me, and then he disappeared. And I was like I didn't say anything. I was just in shock. So right away, after my ex got out of the shower, he was like, "What's wrong?" And I told him, and right away he's like, "Oh, that's my grandpa." Like the way you described him and like his voice, like that's my grandpa. And I was like, I didn't get any negative feeling from that though, so that was pretty cool. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up right now because I have some things to do. I just had a meeting with like my academic advisor, so I need to get on that wagon before school starts. But other than that, those are some ghost stories that happened recently. So if you would like to hear any more, just let me know. Comment down like some weird happenings that happen in your house if you get what I mean with passing spirits. I would love to hear your guys' opinions, and again, you'll see more of me, I promise, okay? And I'm sorry, these eyelashes, funny story, I ran out of eyelashes, so I just popped these ones on, and the other day my two friends were over and they're hanging out with me all day, and I swear, like, I knew I was gonna throw up, like, you know when you just know. And so we were doing the rosca, and right before the rosca my tia was showing me pictures of my cousin, and she's like, "Oh, look it, we took passport photos today." And I'm looking at them like, "Oh, how cute." And you guys, I felt it coming up, and I go, "Oh my god." And I ran, and I didn't make it to the bathroom on time. Like, it was everywhere. Like, my friends stepped in it, my mom, like, it was terrible. And so when I took off the eyelashes, like, some of them were like together, because like when you throw up you obviously like tear up. I was just a mess that day. Wow. But anyway, if you guys would like to hear any more, let me know. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Bye!